Florida Suncoast. This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our top story this evening, a fatal crash is delaying drivers in Sarasota. The Florida Highway Patrol shutting down eastbound lanes on Colonial Drive near Clark Road after a vehicle crash that witnesses say involved a pedestrian. Troopers responded to the incident around 9 o'clock tonight. First responders tried to save the victim's life, but the person was pronounced dead at the scene. His or her identity has not yet been released. Development project Aqua by the Bay once again in front of Manatee County commissioners. Earlier today, commissioners decided the fate of that proposal, which would be located on land by Sarasota Bay. But did they make a decision? ABC7's Rick Adams joining us live from the Manatee County Administration Building with more on this tonight. Rick.
Good evening, Haley. There was a packed house here today, but a decision has yet to be made. Dozens of people had a chance to have their voices heard in front of Manatee County commissioners on Wednesday. Some who support the Aqua by the Bay project and some who oppose it. Larry Grossman stood outside of the meeting with other protesters who are against the project.
It endangers the natural shoreline, 2.5 miles of shoreline, mangroves.
Aqua by the Bay would sit on 529 acres on El Conquistador Parkway near Sarasota Bay. It would feature many homes and buildings of all different sizes. It's a proposed project that has its developer, Carlos Baruf of Medallion Home, very excited.
We believe that it's transformational for this county, and we think it'll be an award-winning community when we're up and running. So we're hopeful that they will approve it.
In addition to environmental concerns, the other big issue is the height of the buildings. Developers say the 4 tallest buildings proposed will be between 95 and 145 feet tall and will sit at least 3,700 feet from any home. Former Manatee County Commissioner Joe McClash has a big problem with the height of the buildings that are being proposed.
Manatee County should be at that unique place that we maintain our natural coastline, and that's what our goals and policies are, and this totally disrupts that.
The Manatee County Planning Commission recently rejected the proposed project. Despite all the hurdles, Baruf still remains optimistic.
Areas of West Manatee County that are not on the water are in decline. And the only way you're going to transform that is by creating a project that drives investment so people start gentrification of their neighborhoods again.
And they will continue on with this next Wednesday at 9 a.m., and that's when we're expecting a decision on all this. Reporting live from Bradenton this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Rick. The evening commute did not run smoothly for some in Manatee County tonight. A pickup truck slammed into the back of a Manatee County area transit bus. The MCAT bus was traveling on 6th Avenue East in Bradenton when this collision happened. At least one person was treated for an injury. And now, First Alert, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan has your forecast for this late evening.
Well, the First Alert forecast, Kaylee, is calling for a little bit more rain in it on tomorrow for Thursday. Right now, though, the heat index at 87 degrees. It's 81 out there. Their cooling showers were few and far between this evening, so not everyone cooled down, and the dew point temperature is way up there. The pressure rises, too, continuing to rise at 30.10 inches. And as far as the rainfall goes, no rain to speak of right now. This is some actual ground clutter, but we did have some rain earlier. Some heavier rain near Port Charlotte, right there, a green spot, and also indicating over an inch of rainfall there in northwestern portions of DeSoto County. Lesser amounts as you push closer to the coast, just a tenth of an inch there near Lakewood Ranch, and that came early this afternoon. Well, this system is getting bigger. It's a 105-mile-an-hour winds now. 105. Gert continues to head away from land. Just shows you the power of the warm waters of the Atlantic right now, and they are hot. And it looks as though we're going to see some of this dry air now to the east of the Bahamas eventually filter into our area once again, and it will shut down our rains again. Well, more on that coming up in a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. New details tonight amid the fallout over the president's response to violent rallies in Virginia over the weekend. More statues and monuments honoring Confederate leaders have come down in Baltimore, Brooklyn, and Alabama. At the same time, business leaders are distancing themselves from President Trump. He has now decided to disband 2 key business councils. ABC's Janae Norman has more.
Some of the nation's top executives now turning their backs on the businessman president.
You had some very bad people in that group, but you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
Jews will not replace us!
Vice News Tonight capturing stunning moments of the white nationalists and neo-Nazis President Trump says are as much to blame for the violence in Charlottesville as those demonstrating against their racism and bigotry. Amid backlash over President Trump's defense of those who took part in the white nationalist rally, 8 executives resigning from the president's manufacturing council.
Why do you think these CEOs are leaving your manufacturing council?
Because they're not taking their job seriously as it pertains to this country.
And now word, a key White House advisory council of powerhouse CEOs voting to disband just before Trump tweeted, rather than putting pressure on the business people of the Manufacturing Council and Strategy and Policy Forum, I am ending both. Many of those business leaders, Democrats and Republicans, speaking out, like the CEO of Campbell Soup, saying racism and murder are unequivocally reprehensible and are not morally equivalent to anything else that happened in Charlottesville. I believe the president should have been and still needs to be unambiguous on that point.
I'm not putting anybody on a moral plane. What I'm saying is this. You had a group on one side and you had a group on the other, and they came at each other with clubs, and it was vicious, and it was horrible, and it was a horrible thing to watch. But there is another side.
Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
A Bradenton man has been convicted of robbery with a firearm. The state attorney's office announcing the verdict of a jury trial which found Trayvon Montgomery guilty. Montgomery was charged along with 3 other people in connection with an armed robbery in Parrish in 2015. The sentence for those charges ranges from 10 years to life. A sentencing trial has been scheduled for September 29th. The Sarasota Police Department is on the lookout tonight for a woman caught on camera stealing twice from a Sarasota Walmart. Officers say the woman was spotted stealing beer on 2 separate days. On July 3rd, she was seen with blue hair, and then on July 22nd with black hair. She was also seen getting into a black, older model Dodge Charger with 2 other people. If you do recognize her, you're asked to contact Sarasota County Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen, 941-366-TIPS. A 6-hour standoff in Manatee County today ends with a peaceful arrest. Sheriff's deputies went to a home on Bayshore Road in Palmetto. This was around 8 o'clock this morning. They were investigating a domestic battery call. Deputies say the man they wanted to speak to refused to come out, and they believed that he was armed. SWAT surrounded the home as a precaution, and some nearby schools were put on lockdown.
We never really felt there was the potential for a lot of danger to people in the community. We just want to make sure. The school board made the decision to lock down some of the schools that are in this vicinity. We never really felt like he was a threat to those schools, but that's a decision that the schools themselves make.
Negotiators finally convinced the man to end the standoff, and he was arrested this afternoon. The man now faces aggravated battery and possible kidnapping charges. The female victim was able to get out of the house safely and is okay. A new contender officially entering the race for Florida governor. Republican State Senator Jack Lotfula kicking off his campaign today. The senator filed his paperwork on Friday to seek the seat being vacated by Governor Rick Scott, but he waited before publicly launching the campaign. A native of Clearwater, he becomes the second major Republican to get in the race following Agriculture Commissioner Adam Putnam. The future of Florida's newly appointed chief financial officer is up in the air. Jimmy Petronis has started a political action committee, but says he still hasn't decided if he will run for the cabinet office next year. He attended his first cabinet meeting as CFO today. Petronis briefly discussed his future.
I'm really thinking about it. I'm praying about it. I'm talking to my family a lot, but I'll make a decision real soon.
Governor Rick Scott appointed Petronis in June to finish the term of former Chief Financial Officer Jeff Atwater, who resigned to take a position at Florida Atlantic University. So far, former Democratic State Senator Jeremy Ring is the only candidate who has formally entered next year's race for Chief Financial Officer. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, Bradenton businesses say they are suffering as they wait for repairs to a Cortez Road shopping center. What's being done to try to solve this problem after more than a year of complaints? And a dramatic rescue caught on camera. How a man risked his own life to save a kayakers.
My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffrey Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Attention blood thinner users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered serious internal bleeding, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. The widely prescribed blood thinners Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to a number of dangerous side effects, including internal bleeding, gastrointestinal bleeding, kidney bleeding, stroke, brain hemorrhaging, and even death. If you or a loved one suffered any of these injuries after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call right now. You may be owed significant compensation from the manufacturer. Thousands of blood thinner users may have been exposed to serious risk by these dangerous medications. If you or a loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered serious internal bleeding, call right now. Call Nightline Legal to speak with an experienced attorney for a free consultation. If we don't win, there is no fee. There are time deadlines to file a claim, so don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-554-3987. Again, that's 1-800-554-3987.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Bob, we're still lacking those showers, but that could be changing?
Yeah, I think it is. It's going to change tomorrow. I think a little bit more widespread rain and some thunder and thunder. So we had some areas picked up 3 inches of rainfall with just a couple of cells that did pop up here and there. Look for more, and then we're going to go back to the dry conditions, it looks like, for one day over the weekend. Matt Weasel webcam, spectacular night tonight. Who needs an eclipse, right? When you got these beautiful sunsets that take place here on the Sun Coast throughout the summer months. And you're going to see that lighting up with all sorts of colors here from the Van Weasel webcam. Photos, they came in a lot. A lot of photos came in. Get a look at this one. Norm, showing this shot right here. Beautiful shot, Norm. Appreciate it from Sarasota Bay. That is spectacular. And another one from Richard Nokomis. That's not Nokomis. It's near Nokomis. That's Venice. Yeah, it can be. Anyway, Rich, appreciate that. Nice reflectivity there. This is from the Venice Jetty. Alan Mitchell getting this one. And this from Paul Taylor, Siesta Key. All spectacular. Thank you for those. And get a look at this. This is pretty impressive, too. This is satellite imagery of what is going on with Gert tonight. And it is still a pretty strong storm. Not quite a major hurricane, but on the verge of that. It doesn't appear that it's going to reach that status at this point, but a well-defined eye as it makes its way off to the northeast. For us, high and dry. No showers around right now. There are a few showers well offshore. Rainfall amounts, I mentioned some areas getting nearly 3 inches right there near Port Charlotte, an isolated area, over 2 inches in the northwest corner of DeSoto County, 0.4 of an inch near Osprey, Bee Ridge, and I-75 stretching out toward Osprey, and Lakewood Ranch, at least places nearby, picking up nearly a ½ inch of rainfall. So it's slowly coming back into play. 81 degrees right now, and the dew point way up there at 76. The pressure on the rise, 30-10, and the high today was 1 degree above average. A warm start this morning, 78 the low, 4 degrees above the average, and 0.02 of an inch of rainfall at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, over 3 inches below average for the month. Tomorrow's forecast, we'll see showers and a few thunderstorms developing in the early afternoon, and then a little bit more widespread action, it looks like, later in the day. And they'll be hit or miss. Not everyone's going to get the rainfall, but we'll keep an eye on it for you. Tropical tracker Gert now winds at 105 miles an hour, moving to the east, racing to the east, I should say, at 37 miles an hour. East-northeast movement, expected to continue that movement over the next 5 days, eventually weakening as it moves over some relatively cooler water of the North Atlantic now, but a pretty impressive storm nonetheless. But these are the three that we're watching now, 3 areas of disturbed weather. The National Hurricane Center keeping an eye on all 3. And if you take the percentages of all 3 together as whether they're going to develop, over 80% chance at least one of them will pop up. This one is disturbance number 1. Good news on this is that all the models suggest a more westerly course, taking it off towards Central America. Good news for us, I should say. But the second one is a little bit more concerning. This has a 50% chance developing the next 5 days, and the forecast again shows a pretty tight cluster. And there's Florida, all kind of heading in this west-northwesterly direction. So hopefully this isn't developing anything too serious. The other one behind it has a 40% chance developing over the next 5 days. For us, expect showers and storms to gather once again in the afternoon and evening tomorrow. Some of those will bring some locally heavy rainfall, and it looks like similar conditions anticipated on Friday, and then the drier air moves in for Saturday. You'll see that in the 7-day forecast. A light chop on the bays and in the water, seas running less than 2 feet, and the water temperature now at 90. UV index will be high tomorrow at a 10 throughout most of the day. And as far as the forecast goes tonight, a few evening storms off in the Gulf, otherwise warm and muggy, 78 for a low tomorrow. Partly cloudy, some scattered storms in the afternoon and evening, 91. The rain chances increasing on Thursday and Friday, tapering back down to 30 on Saturday. And then pretty good chances for showers and storms next week, and we'll have to watch the tropics very closely all of next week. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. After over a year of complaints, drainage issues at a Cortez Road shopping center, Manatee County officials say they're working on a second round of repairs. Unfortunately for Cortez East business owners, the damage may have already been done. Their businesses, they say, are struggling as they wait for their parking lot riddled with holes, as you can see here. They need that to get fixed. This is the after effect of a drainage pipe that collapsed more than a year ago. Repairs were finally made in July of 2017. But just weeks after, Tropical Storm Emily came through the area, the heavy rain created several more holes.
A lot of customers they'll try to find us, and then when we start telling them which directions they have to go and all the detours and stuff, they just don't even come.
Manatee County officials say the problems will be fixed, but it will take several weeks as additional materials are needed to make those repairs. Concerns surrounding Venice's drinking water are surfacing once again. Last month, an independent website published an article accusing the city of Venice of having poor drinking water and a number of policy violations. At the time, the city tested the water and refuted the claims, saying they were not accurate. But just to be sure, some city council members are asking the city manager to hire an outside independent investigator. But the city manager pushed back, concerned about spending public dollars. But according to the assistant city manager, they've now changed their minds.
If we need to go the extra mile to prove to everybody that, hey, we are not in violation, our water's safe to drink, we probably ought to consider doing that.
That outside investigator is expected to cost several $1,000s. The issue will be discussed at next week's city council meeting. Now to a dramatic rescue in Alaska. Caught on tape, a kayaker in a life and death situation is dumped from his kayak and then trapped in a powerful whitewater rapid as bystanders struggle to pull him out. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has the details.
Daniel Hartong's wife warned him setting out on his first ever whitewater kayaking trip was a bad idea.
Hey, we got a swimmer coming down.
And was she ever right? Just minutes into his journey down 6 Mile Creek near Hope, Alaska Saturday, he was thrown from his kayak, his legs quickly trapped beneath a log.
He's pinned. He's caught.
Fellow kayakers began a rescue with time quickly running out.
The more I tried to extract myself, the lower my head went, until I was not able to breathe anymore.
Rescuers threw him a rope, but his strength was gone.
I just came to the realization that I was not going to get out of this by myself, and that this is probably the end.
That's when a stranger, Obadiah Jenkins, jumped in, putting his own life at risk, going underwater and pulling Hartung free.
I just knew at that point there was no way that I could let this man die.
Rescuers performed CPR, and other than a broken rib, Hartung was okay. For Jenkins, who turned 33 that day, there was no better present.
I said to him, nobody dies on my birthday.
And for Hartung's wife, a loving "I told you so."
She was so thankful that I was okay, but she has given me a lot of good advice since then.
Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
See, this is why you should always listen to your wife's advice. I'm just going to say that. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
We made a new show tonight, and here's proof. The president handled a group of racists with kid gloves, but maybe, and I want to encourage you to keep an open mind here, because maybe he did it because kid gloves are the only gloves that fit on his tiny little hand.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sunny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on a pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Now, sports.
The Tampa Bay Rays try to get to the 500 mark on the season as they take on the Toronto Blue Jays tonight. At the bottom of the third, the Jays' Jose Bautista drives the ball to deep right field for the RBI double. Rafi Lopez rounds second and third and makes it home, putting the Blue Jays on the board first. Down by 2 at the top of the 5th with a runner on third, the Rays' Brad Miller hits one up the middle. Darwin Barney makes the catch, spins around, and throws it to first base for the out. But Alex Smith runs in to score, putting the Rays on the board. Wouldn't be enough, though. The Blue Jays win this one 3-1. San Francisco versus Miami as Madison Bumgarner deals to the Marlins' Giancarlo Stanton, who crushes one deep to left center for a solo home run. This one estimated at 436 feet. Take another look as Stanton just crushes it. Bumgarner's looking at him like, are you serious? This is Stanton's 6th straight game to homer. He has homered 11 times in the last 12 games. This one is sure to make it on a blooper reel. The ceremonial first pitch of the Boston Red Sox game felt by more than just the catcher's mitt tonight. Ooh, did you see that throw that hit a photographer? Apparently it was right in the groin. He feels really bad. Oh, that did not feel good. Although, of course, totally not intentional. But when you're asked to do those, sometimes they do go a little haywire. Take a look one more time. Look at the guy in the red shirt. Oh, right there. Not fun. Not fun. Hope he's feeling okay tonight. Let's look at sports. We'll have our lotto numbers right after this.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Join the fun at the Weddings of Sarasota 17th Annual Wedding Show at the iconic Sarasota Municipal Auditorium on US 41. Sunday, August 27th from noon to 4. Enjoy food, fun, and entertainment with a runway show on stage at 3 p.m. $2,000 in Weddings of Sarasota dollars given out after the runway show. You must be present to win. Pre-register at weddingsofsarasota.com. Brides and grooms are free if registered by midnight on August 25th. Weddings of Sarasota. Register today.
The wait is finally over, and on August 26th, you will be one of the first. Race into the future by conquering the Fort Hamer Bridge. At the Fort Hamer Bridge Run, it doesn't matter if you run or walk, because every step you take, you will be part of history. The Fort Hamer Bridge Run, coming Saturday, August 26th. Register today at forthamerbridgerun.com.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Today marks 40 years since the death of the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Fans holding a memorial service and concert at Graceland in Memphis, where Elvis died in his mansion in 1977. He was just 42 years old. His death was ruled the result of an irregular heartbeat. Last night, fans from around the world gathering around his grave for a candlelight vigil. The Iowa State Fair is in full swing, and that includes a very unusual competition, cow chip throwing. Competitors see how far they can fling a dried-up pile of cow dung. Local celebrities and those in Des Moines are taking part in this annual event. Okay. Well,
Let's see that
good
guy's
for them.
technique.
Ugh.
A little bit better than that guy who threw out the first
I think
pitch.
so, yeah. I don't want to be those people on the end there. Why are they standing where the...
Cow dung is being flung.
Right. I mean, it's probably going to go over their heads, but what if someone's doesn't have a very good arm?
Yeah, like the guy that threw the first
the
pitch
guy
in.
who threw out the first pitch.
Yeah, it would not be a good thing.
No, I mean, I know it's dried up, but it could still hit you in the face.
I don't, no
Not
part of
going
that.
there. Okay. See you tomorrow.